From Little Pink Ladybug, and I'm going to show you a little bit about the Brilliant Bowmaker. This is a bow making system, and what we've got is a series of templates. There's 3 different styles of templates, and each one makes a distinct type of bow. And if we just focus on one style, this is our classic right here. It's a very durable bow, very easy to make, and you can make everything from your self-tied bows to your hair bows. So what we've got is we've got some hair bows here. And this is made with, this is a classic bow. This is another kit that makes these surround loops here.
Very cool.
And this is our 3rd kit that makes the twisted boutique style. But they're not just for hair bows. We've got some tassels there.
We got a video coming in. We're going to do some tassels and bows here in a minute. Stay tuned.
You can see I've got my little dog collar here.
Cute.
Anyone who does a lot of their own parties, we all know we go a little nuts for the first
right.
and 3rd birthday.
And she said the bow is the same bow. She just did more loops on this one to make it look like it's poofier. That's awesome.
So, and this...
oh yeah, gotta love the little wands.
And this is made the exact same way as this bow right here. I'm just using a different material and glued it to my
top
stick.
of something. Very cute.
So I've got my gift bows. You can make those in all different sizes, and that's made the exact same way off the same templates that make this twisted boutique bow.
Very
which
cool.
also makes the bows here.
Very cool.
And
not just little ones, but we can do giant bows too.
Yeah. So we got the wedding bow, and this uses both the classic and the snap templates here. And then we got my little decorations, my little wedding setup here.
And then you can use these bows for just about anything, including scrapbook pages, cards, tags.
Exactly.
Just like you're seeing, a little bit of everything.
I've got some teeny
cute.
tiny ones. This is a gift, a teacher's gift for all the bright minds.
Adorable.
Inspired.
That's cute. Mm-hmm. I love the layered bows that you're getting going on here.
So
those are just gorgeous.
We've got, and these are made slightly differently. I've got the 2 different styles of the purple here.
I saw some of those. You've got these that they're almost stapled underneath, and then you add something in the middle, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The construction is really up to you. If you're making an heirloom piece, you probably want to stitch it, use your cotton ribbon. Yeah. But if you're just making some decorations and they're for party favors or they're not going to last for a while, go ahead, staple it, zip tie it, use something that's...
Now, what did you do on that wreath there?
Now, this wreath is made with all self-tied bows on the classic. So the only thing in this is the wreath base, which is wire, and then the self-tied bows. And you can see on the back, and the stars, don't forget the stars.
I gotta have the stars.
You can see on the back, it's just tied together.
Oh, how fun.
So it was really simple. I had a scout troop that made these as a project as well. I just showed them how to tie the knots.
Oh yeah, well they gotta learn how to tie knots. My son's in Scouts. He's gotta learn how to do 6 knots before he can go to the next level.
And then you can get even fancier and do the ornaments.
I love that.
And that's just tulle stuffed in the center with a classic bow. So, and then
putting bows on just about anything.
I would staple mine and glue them together. My mom sews, so these are all made with the sewing method.
I love your little bracelet there that you got on.
Do you like my bracelet?
That's so cute.
So, like I said, bows for anything. I've got some great pieces that go on derby hats. We're from Louisville, Kentucky.
This is kind of showing where the other bows and how they're a little bit flatter. They're not the poofy bow we always think of, and she's turned them into little cute flowers. Adorable.
And not just for girls. I mean, you decorate. You've got
right. No,
the
bows
boys
are great
there.
for anything. Oh, look at that. So all of these, you sell these kits that describe how to do these bows.
Yep. And it goes through, each of the kit includes the templates. And then each one comes with its own book.
Look how gorgeous that is.
The books have a forward section that's the same. It's going to give you all kinds of tips, techniques, how to work with ribbon, things more than you probably wanted to know. But they're very thorough.
You know what? Some people, it's just easy to sit in front of a couch and you've got this and you can sit there and whip them out as you're like binging on Netflix.
And you have a good time with it, yes. Yeah, I can pretty much make them with my eyes closed. But
now, did you come up with all these designs?
I did. I used to be a structural designer before I stayed home with my kids.
Wow.
And obviously a true crafter is going to get bored after a while. So
you're going to come up with your own bright and brilliant things. Amazing.
Yeah, so I started making the bows, and I actually was selling them to
there's 3 different kits that you have? Okay, now if somebody wants to buy one of these kits because they're not here at the conference, where can they get them?
You can go to littlepink.ladybug.com.
So she also has an Instagram account here. Take a photo with your bow and tag us. If you make one, let us know. So littlepink.ladybug.com.
Littlepink.ladybug.com.
I will have the link at the bottom of this video so you guys can link to that. And brilliantbowmaker.com.
Yep, and we do have some other vendors that sell them, so you can go to just do a Google search for us, and you can find us at a lot of sometimes the local mom and pop stores.
Very cool. I love it.
And but so many things. People think of bow and they think little girl, but we got our prize bows.
Yeah, that's really perfect for just like an awards ribbon. I mean, how adorable is that? Well, can you show us a couple?
So absolutely. So
here's some more of those prize ribbons over here, or they look like they're first and second place. It's just something a little different than going and buying a ribbon from your generic, first place store, and you could still put a little medallion in the middle like she did right there. How cute is that? corsage. And of course, you know, little girl hair tie bows. And look at the fun little centers on those. And playing with any colors of ribbons that you got. Adorable. Yes, cheer. You gotta have bows and cheering.
So what you're gonna do when you start your tassel, this is good, the size is gonna come off a medium, is I just cut about 8-10 inches and set that aside. And then I'm gonna use this is Divine Twine from Whisker Graphics. And it's really nice for the tassels.
But if you don't have that, will anything else work?
You can use any kind, embroidery thread, yarn, anything. They just donated some tassel material here.
Gotta give a shout out.
So I'm gonna give them some love. It's some great stuff. And I'm just gonna do my figure 8, back and forth. So I've got a little tail here, and just figure 8 as many times as you want. The more times you go around, the bigger the tassel will be. So I'm just gonna keep wrapping that. So we'll go about there and snip that off. And then if you have trouble with your hands, if you want to put a clip on there, that's fine. But it's really not going to go. It's really not going to go anywhere. So I'm just going to take my extra piece here and double knot that around the center.
And you really want to make sure it's in the center?
And you want to aim for the center. And if it's not in the center, you can always trim it at the end. You can trim the tails and make up for that. Put a knot right in the end. And that's going to be your little handle tag right there. So I'm going to flex the template, pop that off, and then I'm just going to cut my loops right there. Just like that. So I find my piece that I tied, and pull everything else down, and I take one of the long ones. I'm going to hold all my strings together. I take that long one, and I'm just going to wrap it around. Make sure you catch itself.
It's in the backpack.
Wrap it around a couple times, and then when you get to the end of it, you're just going to make a loop, tuck it through, and tie it to itself, just like that.
Very cool.
And then you're just going to trim your ends.
So you go through and trim all the ends anyway.
You're going to trim all the ends, so if it's not centered, you know, you're all set.
Very cool.
And there's going to be your little tassel.
And there's another one that she made with using a different one.
And that's going to be
Fabulous.
add it to the picture. But yeah, you can make bookmarks.
Very cute. So they can add it to all kinds of stuff for planners, tassels, bookmarks, you know, anything.
Yeah.
Scrapbook pages, cards, a little bit of everything. Very cool.
It was designed to surround a smaller bow when you stack them up. So if you added some fancy parts to it, you can see how quickly you can get some fancy bows. But you can also make your gift bows. So if I start with my template.
Now, what's the name of this particular template?
These are the surround templates.
Okay.
Because they surround
They're
the smaller
all over
bows.
there.
Can we buy
I'm
these
learning
kits
too.
online from you? Will you mail them to me?
And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to grab it. Those little tabs on the end there will stop the smaller ribbon from coming off, but you can also use it to grab your larger ribbon. And I just make my figure 8. Back
So
to
is the
center.
figure 8 kind of the basis for all the bows?
It's the basis for all of these surround loops.
Okay.
And then I'm going to do a figure 8 on the other side.
Oh. So it's like a Celtic symbol.
Yeah, and I will just cut that off. And then all I'm going to do is add some staples to it.
Now you're stapling in the center, there's a hole, so that
There
way
is
it
a
doesn't
hole.
matter.
You can staple from either side. You can put, you know, 2
I would have to
feet,
flip it over because I wouldn't trust myself not to staple through the plastic.
which happens sometimes. But it's real flexible. These are thinner than the other templates because they need to flex more. But what you're going to do is make that as a little 4-loop base. And once you get enough of them, you just start stacking them up with a little bit of glue.
Very cute.
I've made a loop here, so you just take your loop, add the loop in the center,
And it's your cute little bow.
and there's your gift bow.
That is adorable.
I would waste so much time. Not waste. I would just. It's like Sudoku.
You would, yeah. No, I get you.
All my money would go to Hobby Lobby.
Can you show me how to do this one right here?
The classic? Sure.
Oh, that's awesome.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, you're very welcome. You're very welcome.
So now this is a completely different template. And this one is called the medium classic template. So there's different sizes of these templates that I noticed in each of the kits that you got.
Yes.
That's a giant template.
So we've got the 7-inch, which makes a real popular cheer bows. There's a 6-inch somewhere on my desk. It goes down to 5. There is an extra large. And the small, medium, large, and extra large were the original sizes.
Okay.
And then we had the 5. There's a 6 around here.
Buried in the mess. See, it's the typical crafty desk. We all have these crafty desks that get covered in stuff, and she's been bow making for the past day and a half, and she's not even close to, well, we're getting closer to done, but not there yet.
There's a small, and then there's one even smaller. There's an infant one here somewhere that we can find a picture of later. But there are 8 sizes. But what I'm going to do is show you the medium. They all work the same way.
Okay.
And off of each bow, there's 3 or 4 different styles of.
Is that the? No, yeah, that's the infant size.
So here we go. This is the infant, and this is in the scrap pack, which has a different set of instructions. Same templates, but different set of instructions.
Okay.
And it's going to give you your self-tied. So for the crafters who want to just put it on a small bow.
That makes the little flower thing.
Flowers and snowflakes.
Yeah. Oh, snowflakes, how adorable.
And then it's got its own dedicated video. You can scan or find it on YouTube.
Very
and
cool.
then the whole kit with the 4 templates is going to fold and fit in an envelope. So it's not a huge time or space commitment.
I will link her YouTube page to this video, so take a look at the little iCard up there in the corner so you can find it.
Okay. So we've got your medium classic template. It tells you right on there 15 inches. All the templates tell you. So I've got 15 inches. I've pre-cut the ends. I'm just going to find my center. So I'm just going to give that a pinch.
Okay.
And open it back up. Now I'm going to make it backwards so you all can see there. It's flexible plastic.
That was awesome.
So I'm going to tuck it under those 2 arms and line up my fold with the guideline.
Okay.
The top goes down. Let that hang. This is going to go up and around. And then this is going to go straight up. And this is one style of bow. There's lots of other folds. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put staples. You can sew this step if you're a seamstress and making a quilt or clothing.
Staples are great for me.
Staples are great. So I'm just going on either side, trying to catch all my layers together.
Make sure it all stays together.
Make sure once you do that, it's flexible enough. It's going to slide right off.
Very cool.
So your loops aren't going to move. Again, you've got your choices. So you can take your needle and thread and just accordion stitch across. You could fold it up and wire it. But the easiest way to get started, and this is how we teach little kids too, this is a hair clip.
Right.
You can find it at a lot of different hair supply or some craft stores now. I'm just going to see my staples across there.
Right.
And now I'm just going to take another piece of ribbon, and you can use ribbon, you can use wire, elastic cord, dental floss works really well. Just down on one side and up on the other.
Baker's twine.
Baker's twine, zip ties, you name it. And I'm just going to tie my knot. Just like that.
Very
and it's going to cinch up in the center. It doesn't matter if it's completely centered because we can always adjust it. The staples are going to keep the loops together. We'll give that a double knot.
Very cute.
And then when I open it up and pop it out,
you got your cute little bow. And your staples are all covered with the center.
My staples are covered, yeah. They're number 10 staples, so they're going to hide underneath it.
So it's better to use a smaller stapler than your standard in-office stapler.
Yeah, if you're gonna stack them up and put some larger pieces on it, you can. But you can see the staples in here.
Yeah, they're nice and small.
Cover up.
Very cool.
They're going to be covered
yeah,
up.
they're going to get covered up because your ribbon fits in there.
Yeah.
Awesome. So you were saying, like, if you want to turn this into a little hair bow, you just add a little clip to the back, and
yep. You can leave these on or take these off, depending on what you're going to do. Now this took care of a couple steps at once, but if you were going to add a knot to the center, you just tie a knot in a separate piece.
Oh, how cute is that?
So that's why I might use the cord or the twine or something.
Right, because you don't want to show the ribbon in the middle because you want it to be a solid color. How adorable is that?
So if I was going to add, we'll center that a little bit. If I was going to add a clip there.
And at this point, if you didn't want to do the knot, this is where you could add a fun trinket to there, a button, you know, have fun with.
Yeah, you can add,
so here's another fun one.
Little sparkle.
Now this is a different kind of bow than this one.
Yeah, this is off the snap template.
Okay, and this was
This is the classic.
The classic template. Okay.
Right there.
Got to get these straight in my head.
So normally if I'm going to add a clip, I would cover it. I like them covered, but you don't have to. And then I put shelf liner in the side to make it non-slip.
So it's just doesn't stick in your hair?
It keeps it in very fine hair.
Oh, so for little kids.
Little kids, or if you're wearing it, like I've been wearing mine on my name tag, so it keeps it from sliding off the plastic. But if I was going to add a clip just to the back of this, now they've got holes in them, so you want to make sure you know where you're going to put it, because you don't want to glue the clip together.
Yeah, that would not be fun.
Yeah, but what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a strip of hot glue along there.
And you said you're using a low temperature hot glue, correct?
I am. Pinch it open, get those stringers out, and then press it down, make sure it's glued on both sides.
Very
Clear
cool.
off your strings.
I like to call them my cobwebs.
Yes, they are cobwebs. They get all over the place.
They get everywhere. Now, how adorable is that? Look at that cute little bow.
Now, can I show you something really cool about
I would
this
love to know that.
All right, we just made this style of bow. I'm going to use the exact same template. And I'm going to use these top and bottom tabs this time.
Okay, so one template has more than one use because of all the little tabs.
Exactly.
Fabulous.
So I'm just.
I love multi-use.
I know, it's multifunctional. It takes up less space.
Yay!
So I've got my little tail there, and I'm just going to figure eight it around the top and bottom tabs. Now, if you want more loops on it, you just keep going around. I've got a little party hat.
Yeah, we showed the party hat earlier where it was just you added more loops and...
It's the same exact one. I think I just had 5 loops on
And
the
this is
side.
how we also are going to do the tassel.
Exactly. So I've got my two tails here. I twist my template, tuck that through, and then I'm going to tie it on the back. So now you have bows that you're going to be able to put on invitations, on
Cute.
cards. You can even use these as hair bows.
Right.
You're just going to kind of roll these open, and you'll get your little self-tie bows.
How cute!
There we go.
And any kind of ribbon you can think of. And you don't want to use a wired ribbon for these guys, but you can always pull the wire out.
And you know what? You can pull the wire out, but let me show you something. I'm helping out another vendor. This bow is made on the classic template, and because it's wired, this was made on the 7-inch classic template.
Which is that giant one.
The big one. Because it's wired, we were able to shape it up and give
it
it
stays
some
nice and
dimension.
poofy. So for wreaths and for party decor and on banners and things like that, perfect.
Exactly.
Like she's got on the top of a little present. How adorable is that?
On your mailbox.
Well, so cool. So here's some of the different sizes that she's got going on for some of the ribbons. There's that snowflake up in the top there. That is so cool. I love that little snowflake. But is this the 7-inch down here?
This is a 7-inch. When we were selling cheer bows, that was the most popular size. So that goes up to the 7-inch. We got our 6, 5. Now this is the extra large, medium. These are both made on the small because there's a little technique for using 2 different widths of ribbon.
Okay.
And this is our infant. So this is our smallest
A
bow
tiny
here.
one. Very cool.
And then this was also made on the infant template here. So these 2 little guys
And this
go
is
together.
the classic.
These are the classic right here.
Okay, and what's this one down here?
Over here, these are all made on the snap. These are twisted boutique bows.
snap.
And these you can make as large or as small as you want because they're working with the width of ribbon. So I've got one example of each width of ribbon. They go all the way. And these 2 little guys were made on the same template. So that's just to give you an idea of the different sizes. You can also make the snowflake, the butterfly, and then flowers. These were all made on the same template here, which
Very
is a snap
cool.
template as well.
Would you show us how to do one of the snap ones?
Sure, absolutely. So this is the 3/8-inch snap template, and you can make the bows again. You can make them as large or as small as you want because it's going to hold the width of ribbon, and if you want it to be bigger, you just make the loops.
Ah, so you just kind of snap it into each of the little sections there, hence the snap.
Yep. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to snap it in that first side, and I'm going to show you. You can sew this when you're finished, or you can just glue it as you go along.
Very cool.
So I'm going to put that in there, pinch it in the center.
Is there really a preference which way or the other that you
is
do it?
Totally up to the crafter. If you like to glue things,
Or you like
so
to
I'll
sew
line that
things.
up.
Now, this is a very thin width ribbon, but as we saw earlier, you can use this with thicker ribbon as well?
Yep,
Or is there a bigger template for that?
There's bigger templates.
Gotcha.
So it goes, there's 5 sizes, all the way from the 3/8 all the way up to the 2 1/4.
So as you get thicker ribbon, you need to use a thicker template.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
So I would just go through, and you can use your glue dots if you're scrapbooking.
Ah, that's a smart way of doing it.
Snap it in there.
And it really does kind of snap in there.
And it does.
You
It
hear
makes a really nice snapping sound.
Yeah, I can
which
hear
is how
that.
they got named.
Snap.
So I just do 3 on one side, and then three in one direction, then you start doing 3 in the other direction to fill it in.
Ah.
And I line that up. So I just line it up, and I put my glue dots.
Yeah, a little bit of glue each level to make sure it stays together. Oh, there goes snap.
And there's the last one. I snap that in there, line it up straight across, and I'm going to cut that off after a minute.
Okay.
And I'll glue that there. And then I'm just going to trim this. And this is when you can add your
all the way up to 7
buttons, sparklies, embellishments.
Cute.
And then you take it off. This is going to be your little flower there.
Adorable.
So let me cut this end off. Now to make your snowflake, you're going to make 2 of these. You're going to make one larger than the other.
Right.
Then you're going to turn the larger one away from you so you can see the inside of these.
Right.
And I'm just going to put a dot of glue, or you can use it, sticky dots again.
And you just pinch it together. And it makes a snowflake shape. How adorable.
So I'm just going to pinch those together, and you can make poinsettias this way.
Oh, that'd be beautiful. And you can obviously layer these up to make them nice, which is what you did on your little bow. This is the same bow, right?
Exactly, yeah, same bow.
Same bow, just
Stacked
lots.
it up.
How many layers are in yours? 3?
I believe there's 3 layers in mine. And
Oh,
there's
look
gonna
how
be your
cute
little
that
flower.
is. How adorable.
So,
How fun.
so this is going to be your
Very cute.
your example right there.
So you could technically take this and nest that in and kind of give it different shapes and go all different ways with that. How
We
fun.
had the sunflower if you have one or two.
Yeah, I saw the flowers that we did earlier.
Thank you so much for
adorable.
stopping by and showing us all these beautiful bows. I appreciate it.
Oh, no problem.
Bye.